Ho, ho, ho. It's Chris. Well, it's nearly Christmas. We're approaching Christmas. But for all intents and purposes, it's Christmas. This is our Christmas show. I mean, look at the festivitiness of this. What I'm going to do, guys, I appreciate we're on the end of my sofa, and so you're not getting much of the sort of festive frivolity. But look, a Christmas tree. Look at that, just to prove it. I know.
Where did you steal that from?
Next door, but, we're
Your next door neighbours?
Yeah, I stole them from next door neighbour, and also we're stealing their electricity, so there's a big long cable that goes to our lights. But, who am I to grass them myself, to be frank? So anyway,
indeed.
Welcome, dear listener, to this, the Christmas edition of the old Anorak radio podcast video show thing with me, Chris Young, and the delightful
Jim Lang.
Nicely done.
Thanks very much.
So
You teed it up nicely.
would you like to?
Oh, that looks like a right cracker you got there.
Do you want to give the illusion of cracker pulling?
Yeah, I'll pull your cracker with you.
Oh no, it's my finger. Hey, I won, which is quite fortunate because you're 300 miles away in Edinburgh. So I'm gonna look at that. Look, I've got a Christmas tree cookie cutter.
That's brilliant. I hope you really enjoy your Christmas tree cookies, you bastard.
Hold on, do you want the shit joke?
Again.
I'm really hoping it's really...
I've
So,
had 40 years of these.
what did the big flower say to the little flower?
I don't know.
Hi, bud.
Oh,
Look, yeah.
that's really, really... I mean, that's bad for Christmas jokes.
I mean, it's not even a joke. It really is. It's,
Oh,
what,
it's like...
is it? Yeah. And trivia, because that's what they put in crackers these days.
Really?
Yeah. What year was Queen Elizabeth II born?
I don't know, 19 canteen. It's
19 canteen is the right answer. 26. Now, I'm going to try and put this on over my headphones. It may or may... Oh, look at that. Now, that's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Who's the king of the castle?
I'm the queen of the castle. Who's the daddy or something? What have I done? So, what a great way to start the show. Crackers and hats and queens.
Jokes. Yeah, almost.
Look at what... It's the show that just keeps on giving. So...
That's what we always do, Christopher.
We give. So what on earth are we doing today?
Well, we're just going to have a wee chat about some of our favourite Christmas songs. I've got a little list of 5 here. You've probably got about 8.
Look, you're just...
Yeah.
I've got a confession to make. When I did start writing my little bit about my Christmas songs, after the long discussion that you and I had the other day about it being 5 songs, I noticed at the top of my piece, it said, Chris's 6th favourite Christmas song. What's wrong with you? It's like I'm sort of sabotaging myself. So, so that's the world we're in.
Fud.
Fud, indeed. But I'm hiding my fudness. So, so what are we expecting from our listeners today, other than just to bathe in the beauty of our Christmas festivities?
Just for them to sit back and enjoy the unrelenting genius of the old Anorak.
Unrelenting genius, unrelenting. Yeah.
I mean, we must be the most modest podcast out there.
I think so. We run by 2 middle-aged people, if we live to be 120, out there. So, this is the place to be. The end of my sofa and that cupboard that you call a studio.
Yeah, well, it's not much bigger than a cupboard.
Do you still have to grease yourself up before you go in?
Excuse me, I'm not answering that on the microphone.
So, I've got to say, because I'm an emotional sort,
Go on then.
and I know it's a personal. I might have wept while I was looking at some of these songs and listening back to them this morning. So if I get a bit weepy, I'm hoping. I mean, it's not a bad thing for an old guy to be weepy, but if I do start greeting, then don't be surprised.
Okay, I'll try not to ridicule you too much.
I'll take that as just.
That's
read.
if I can even say the damn word.
Riddle clue. It's a new game. It's like Cluedo, only something
Riddle
different.
Clue.
Riddle Clue by James Lang Games.
An unpronounceable production.
Shall I embark?
Go on.
So
you show me mine, and I'll show you yours.
In at number 1, interestingly, the first record I ever bought, and it is "I Believe Father Christmas" by Greg Lake.
Oh, I remember it well.
Which came out in 1974. Now, a lot of people said that this was an anti-religious song, and it wasn't. It was an anti-capitalist, anti-commercialism song. And if you haven't heard it, hear it. Just go onto the Tube Review, press that little button that says "Listen to Greg Lake," and it's fantastic. It's Christmas. Now, the thing that I particularly like is this. It's kind of blended into a piece by Sergei Prokofiev, easy for you to say, which does a lot of the heavy lifting throughout the song. But it's anti-war, it's anti-capitalism, it's just my 7-year-old cup of tea. 9-year-old cup of tea. Yeah.
It's peace and love, isn't it?
It is.
Basically,
It is. Yeah.
Isn't that what the teachings of Jesus was about?
I think it was, and Greg Lake at that time, it did have a bit of a sort of Western Jesus look about him. When I say Western Jesus, it's not that Jesus, because he's as white as me.
Oh,
really.
so, right. When you said Western Jesus, I had an image of like a Morricone movie opening in Jerusalem. JC stood there with a 45 strapped to his side,
Jim, right. This is our first million. Yes. Jesus, the Western. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, man.
Christ, that'd be a good movie.
Yeah. See what you did there? I think. Right, so...
I'll never see that coming.
So that's my starter for 10. Crack on with yours. I'm looking forward to it. If it's the same as mine, just don't.
Well, it isn't. That's
good.
We've got the first one out of the way, where there's no clash or coming together, should we say.
I was going to say Clash never did a Christmas number 1, did they?
Not that we know of.
No, they didn't. I thought The Law and the Law won. No, that's not really Christmassy, though, is it?
Yeah, it's a bit everyday, that one. So I've got one that I guarantee you haven't heard of. How familiar are you with John Prine?
He's, apart from the poster on my wall in my bedroom. Not at all, in fact.
Right. Well, this is a lovely festive treat of a song called Christmas in Prison.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
And it's a real hoot, if you give it a listen. It really is. It's just a humorous little number.
Is it? I mean, can you give us any clues as to what happens in this great saga of?
It's all about the quality of the dinner.
Yes. Yes.
Which, let's say, isn't exactly Michelin starred.
Yes.
But that's not really giving much away.
I was once in hospital on a Christmas day, and I can say that the dinner that we had, and I'm very grateful for it, was suboptimal. But it was there, and it was served in a cheery fashion. So,
was it a chewy fashion?
It was a chewy fashion. Yes, I made a good 3 pairs of shoes. Bring out
sort of chewy.
Yeah, that sort of bring out your dad. Sort of. Actually, I never did check to see if No, that's a dark corner. I'm not going to go down. How very dare you? Come on, pull yourself together, man. So, is there anything else you want to say about this Gadgie?
Well, this is off his third album called Sweet Revenge from 1973. So,
Right.
Excuse me. That's got the recommendation out the way as well. So you can steam right into your number 2.
Mine. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm just going to just ponder that thought as we... I don't feel well now. There's too much of that NHS turkey, and I use turkey in the loosest terms. Right, so number 2, and I think you might have included this in your own festive number 5 great festive.
You reckon, do you?
Things. 5 great festive things. Let's look at that alliteration as well. Fairy Tale of New York. Do you have a Oh, right.
Might have.
So, this was written by Jem Finer and Shane MacGowan of the Pogues. And it came out in 1987. And it featured the lovely... Oh, God, what's her name? Oh, what is her name?
Kirsty MacColl.
Kirsty MacColl. How come I forget that?
Part-timer.
I know, she's lovely. And she was so good. And they were brilliant together. Now, I think it's really important that we talk, because this is the kind of dude I am. We talk about the lyrics. And I think it's interesting that so the original line was within the song. I think most people have heard it because it's ubiquitous. It's sort of heard in every Tesco's and other shopping places are available. So so the line is, "You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lousy faggot," and so that's
Christmas your ass.
Yeah, so that's recently been changed for reasons to "You scumbag, you maggot, you're cheap and you're haggard." Now, as an insult, I think it's less visceral, but I think it's it doesn't take a huge amount away from the scene in the song where they've gone from loving each other to suddenly hating each other's guts. So I'll tell you what my thoughts are, and you can tell me what an idiot I am. So I originally thought it was worth keeping that song and keeping it out there in the tube of you, because to quote the Winston of Churchill, he said, "Those who fail to learn from history are destined to repeat it." So I'm not going to say it was of its time, and I'm not going to say they were different times, because it was still an insult. And I thought, if we could keep that there as a kind of reminder that we use the word faggot, which is a slur on homosexual folk, but it was more than that. It showed misogyny, homophobia, and that's the other interesting thing is, we use the word homophobia. Which, phobia means fear, and I wonder if it is a fear, or if it's just hatred, or what it is. So I thought,
well, I mean, just to nip in here, hatred is just a manifestation of fear anyway.
I think so. So I thought, keep it there as a reminder to people of our generation that it's, let's not go back there again. But there's a problem. We're already repeating that history with transphobia. We've dived straight back into it. We're just repeating that history. It's exactly the same thing. Yeah.
We're repeating it in a way.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're repeating it, as you say, with trans people.
Yeah.
Isn't that also a display of progress? Because
Yeah.
Those that want to vent in that manner have had to move away from gay and queer folk.
Yeah.
Because that's not acceptable anymore. So they've found a softer target.
Yeah. I wonder.
To use the same
language. See,
because the gay community are so well organised as well.
Yes.
They have representation at every level, including in the House of Commons as loads of out there gay politicians now as well.
Yeah, so, fair point.
So the right wing, the hate vendors need to find someone easier to attack.
Yeah, and they have, and hopefully this sordid little period of our time will pass. The thing that I'll sort of caveat this with is that with the lyrics, it's a reminder to us, ancient people, who go, not so good. But people new to the song, this might give them the courage to use that language again and use that language again in that way. And that's a worry to me that people say, my views are valid in some way. So on one hand, I want it to be out there, and on the other, I'd be cautious about having it out there because we're not learning from it. I do lean towards having it out there, but again, I'm not gay. I'm somebody who has other things that have characteristics that have attracted all kinds of prejudice, and I think I've been always keen to keep that language there for people to remember. But I can't speak for the gay community, and because ultimately it has to be the people who felt that prejudice who go, listen, Chris, nice thought, but can we just put it behind us now?
Yeah. I'm never a fan of changing lyrics, of altering any piece of art, really.
Yeah.
In order to make it conform to the social mores of the time we're now in.
Sure.
Because it's retroactive censorship.
Yeah.
That's what that time was about, the 70s or the 80s, sorry. Because it was 87. The 80s, that's how they were. That's how people spoke. That's the attitudes that were being expressed. And that's the language they used to express them. If you're going to disguise it, then you're going to deny it at the same time.
Yeah.
And if we start denying things, then that feeds into the cycle that leads us down the road that Churchill was referring to in your quote just a minute ago.
Yeah. I think the fear comes in there. I think I was afraid of being gay. It was a thing that frightened me, and I don't really know why. I mean, there were men when I was growing up. There were young men, the boys at school, who I fancied the pants off, and because of that fear, I could never even explore that as a thing, and perhaps my life is less rich because of that. Because of that fear.
I have an impression, and I can't say any more than that.
Yeah.
Because obviously I haven't been to school for
a week.
God knows how long, decades and decades. But I have the impression that today's generation will have less problem with expressing those kinds of thoughts and ideas.
Yeah.
There's still going to be arseholes that victimise them because of it.
Yeah.
And I won't say they'll always be there, but they're always going to be there until humanity is sufficiently not just educated, but emotionally developed enough to appreciate that differences are just differences.
And comfortable, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What we've got is we still have a society where a lot of people struggle with the concept of difference, assuming that it means, that word means that someone in the comparison is better than the other.
And that somebody wants you to become different. That you're somehow going to become indoctrinated by that.
Yeah. You either, by inference of their protest or their negative comments, you're either supposed to become different or to stop being.
So, anyway, all that aside, cracking tune, James. Cracking
tune. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? There wasn't an NYPD choir.
Really?
Yeah. That was just a lyric.
That is fantastic. I just assumed there they were.
Well, that's. I think that's the NYPD pipe band.
Right. Oh man, that is. Do you know that's almost as big a story as Elvis dyeing his hair. I'm still scarred.
Yeah.
So ends the fairy tale of New York. What have you got?
Well, I have. Well, just to finish on that, because I had that as well.
Okay, of course you did.
And that was from the Pogues' third album, If I Should Fall From Grace.
Right, okay.
I'd recommend that as much as I'd recommend the first two.
Okay. I mean, I just had a feeling that you'd be there with me. I mean, it's a song you can't dodge, really.
Absolutely.
Is it?
It's one of two absolute essentials. There are more than two, but if you had to pick...
Yeah, definitely.
If you had to pick one, I could only do it by picking these two.
So I'm hoping that
it's a tie.
That you and I aren't just going to go and bang on through this and just say, "Oh, well, I've got that as well." Yeah,
we're not, because that's one selection for both of us out of the way.
Yeah.
My second one,
yes,
because I was going to lead up to that at the end.
Okay.
It isn't really a commercial recording as such, but it's something I found on YouTube, which I thought, this is worth a laugh. Fascinating Aida. Do you remember them?
They are so good. Dogging is probably the greatest song of all time.
Well, I think this one might match it.
Yeah.
Fascinating Aida with their rudest Christmas song ever from 2024.
Right.
This isn't something you could really sing in front of your granny.
Oh, nice.
Unless your granny's got a broad enough sense of humour. That's on YouTube, so you go and search for that.
I love them very much.
And
I want them to be my grannies, my aunties, my sisters. They are superb. Yeah. And it's the look on their faces as they do it as well, because they know they've said something funny, and they always pause and look at the audience, and the audience never lets them down. Sometimes there's a gap as the audience goes, "I can't believe they just sang that."
Well, you might have a similar reaction to
Nice. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. So
that's something off the beaten track. You won't hear that in the background in Tesco's. If you have, that's someone's way of giving them their notice.
What a spectacular way to go, eh?
Wouldn't it be, eh?
I think, you can imagine, maybe they've locked themselves into the office where they're playing that as the managers lose their minds. Yeah, there's an image.
Right, so that was a quick one.
Thank you very much.
Then again, Fairy Tale was a long one.
Yeah.
So, what have you got next?
So my third one is
Joni Louis.
It certainly is. Yeah. Have you got a Joni Louis?
No.
Oh, okay. So, Stop the Cavalry by Joni Louis. This is one of the other greatest Christmas songs of all time. Hit number 3
another anti-war number as well.
In 1980, and it is I listened to it 3 times this morning back to back, and it is so well crafted. It's about love. It's about the insanity of war, and there's no kind of hate in his song. It's bewilderment. It's sort of, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? And his face. If you watch the video, go to the Tube Review and watch the original video, and just look at his puzzled face. And I think it's genuine. It's like, I don't know why we're doing this. It's just relentless.
I think that's probably the mass reaction of everybody who's sane during war.
And I think it was the song.
It's only those that are in charge who are the insane ones.
I think it was the song that all the other sort of songs that were about peace had wished they were. I mean, if you listen to Paul McCartney's Pipes of Peace,
I was just thinking about that.
Isn't that? And there's something slightly, for me, inauthentic about the Pipes of Peace. It's like, how do we sell...
Pipes of Peace is quite blatant by comparison.
Yeah. But...
I don't know about inauthentic, but I kind of see where you're coming from, because partly because of who produced it.
Right.
You know, it's Paul McCartney. He's one of the Beatles. Even when that song came out in the 80s, he was a legendary figure then.
Yeah.
So you kind of wonder about the sincerity of the sentiment.
Sure. But
but is that valid doubts, or is that just us being a cynical bunch of bastards?
I think on my own I'm a cynical bunch of bastards. So yeah, you're probably right. But anyway, Jonah Louie, Stop the Cavalry, listen to it, get in there, and think, what's it all about? And any comments, guys, just whack them our way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what have you got?
What I've got next is Wizard. I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Yes.
This is a cracking little number. It was a 1973 release. Again, it's like quite a lot of these Christmas songs. It was a non-album single. And that kind of nips my tits a bit.
See, I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that. Right.
You know, because if it's a non-album single and you're an album buyer,
yeah,
you're going to have to buy a hits compilation at some point.
Sure.
Which is just extorting more money from you.
Yeah.
However, it was a hit in '73 during the Christmas period. Excuse me, but it didn't get higher than number 4.
Right.
And it spent 4 weeks at number 4, and then tailed off from the 12th of January onwards. Now, I know the 12th of January because my last choice, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was your last choice as well, was among the 3 songs that kept it from rising any higher.
Right. Okay. I think we could be. Yes, I think you're absolutely right. So you won't be surprised. I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day was one of mine, and interestingly, that was the one that had me weeping like a small child this morning. And it was a little ka-ching at the start. As the song starts, there's a little ka-ching. It sounds like a till being opened, and it caused a little lurch in my stomach, and suddenly I was cast back to 8-year-old me, and the absolute unstoppable excitement of Christmas in my little mind. Christmas used to drive me absolutely nuts. Because it was just for me, such a thrilling time of mystery and all that kind of malarkey. And I'm fairly sure that this was the year where I fully believed in my little Christopher eyes as I looked up to the skies that I saw Santa and his reindeer. And that memory is still there. It's I know I didn't see Santa and his reindeer, but I have a strong memory of seeing Santa and his reindeer flying above Cherwell Walk in Corby. And it was absolutely wild. So it brought me right back to those lovely, lovely times of just, sort of traditional shenanigans, really, of, just having fun, watching the Queen's speech and going, what is this? Why do we have to stop and watch?
What's she got to do with Christmas, Dad?
What the who the what the and then Christmas dinner and having those Brussels sprouts that you only eat once a year.
Hey, speak for yourself. I like a Brussels.
And then you'd get your Christmas hamper, which your mum had been saving for years.
Oh, yeah. And off the tallyman that comes round every
That's right. And there'd always be some really weird chutney thing that your mum
feels be a chutney or a pate or something.
Feels obliged to lob onto your plate and you think,
who's heard of this?
And you go, Mum, I'm the guy who only eats kidney soup. You're lucky that I'm eating turkey, but no, mother, no. So brilliant times. Wept like a person who weeps a lot this morning as I listened to I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. And on reflection, I don't think I do, because, we'd all be a bit crackers.
We'd be bored after a week.
But the interesting thing about Roy Wood, who was the dude who fronted them up, he came from the band The Move. And The Move, their single "Flowers in the Rain" was the first track ever played on Radio 1 in 1967, which I thought was quite funky. And then he went on to found the Electric Light Orchestra. And obviously, and this is what I want you guys to do with your nerdyism, is, each song is a gateway drug to the next song. And you must listen to Mr. Blue Sky, because in Christmas terms, that song is utterly crackers. And you must listen to it all the way through, because
it's beautifully crackers, though, isn't it?
Isn't it just? And that came out in 1977. But listen to that all the way through, because it's absolutely brilliant. So Roy Wood, he had this just brilliant career, and only one bit of it was with Wizard and I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. So that's my bit. Do you want to talk about your next song, or do you want me to dive straight into my...
What have you got next, by the way? Because I'm sure
the one I've got next is probably the one you got next.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Does it involve King Noddy of the Holders?
It does. Yeah. It does. It's got the guy with one of the dodgiest barnets you've ever seen.
It is a very dodgy barnet. In fact, I think it could be a hat.
I mean, they've got platform shoes the size of tower blocks.
They have. They have.
But just to put the poor dear reader, listener, viewer out of their misery.
Yes.
We are talking, of course, about Slade.
We are.
And Merry Christmas, Everybody, which was the song in 1973 during its 5-week run at number one that helped, along with two other songs, to keep Wizard down at number 4.
Yeah, wild. So, what were the two other songs, incidentally, by the way? Do you know? Or
I can't be bothered to look them up.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, so look at that.
It could have been several different songs over the month. But Slade were at number 1 with this song from the 15th of December to the 12th of January 1974. So they went beyond New Year halfway through January with a Christmas song.
As people clung on.
Some going.
Yeah, people cling on to Christmas. Yeah, let's just listen to it once more. Let Christmas not be over yet. And it's re-released every decade, but I don't know how often.
It's been released often, yeah.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that it had been released annually every year ever since.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. That's some research. That's some homework for you.
But it hasn't been every year.
Yeah.
There are some years where it just hasn't been released.
Yeah.
Or rather, it's failed to chart. Because I looked at charts, not releases.
What? That cannot be.
So maybe it has been released every year and just hasn't charted every year.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, to me, that and Wizard are Christmas. I mean, they came out in the same Christmas.
Yeah.
No wonder I saw Santa.
Roy Wood must have been spitting teeth.
Yeah.
I've got it this year. Oh, what a great Christmas song. We're going to be number one, boys.
Yeah. And then,
hang on, have you heard this bunch from Birmingham?
But the thing was, I mean, and this might be apocryphal, Slade weren't really into producing a Christmas song. Somebody twisted their arm and went, listen, you really need to bang out a Christmas song to become... And they'll go, oh, really?
And it's another one with very un-Christmas-like lyrics, even though it has a Christmas setting.
Yes.
Because it's all about your granny getting pissed and what have you.
Yes, it is.
So it's a bit like the cheerful B-side to Fairy Tale of New York. or maybe it's the A-side and Fairy Tale of New York is the B-side after everyone's had too much to drink and have started speaking their mind. Yes,
and then they all got into trouble, the police came round and it all started kicking off.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but I do like that. Wow. So, what a great time to be alive. It was just fantastic. No, yeah.
I mean, 73, wow.
Yeah.
Two of the all-time classics.
Yeah. So, that's all I have.
Me too.
That was, and I've still got that little knot in my stomach as I think of both of them. And, I think of shooting Uncle Alec in the bottom with my toy gun that I got for Christmas. And I think of a Skeletrix track that was about this big, and the cars just went round and round and round and round in circles.
Yeah. Well, they would go round in circles if you didn't push the button all the way down. They pinged off at the corner.
Oh yeah, ricochet and just kill people. Yeah.
I had a wee set like that as well at some point, and it was like.
I also remember my mum collecting coupons from Embassy.
Because cigarette coupons.
Cigarette coupons. Yeah, so the more she smoked, the more presents we got.
Yeah.
So
I mean, my folks collected them as well.
So yeah, pump your mum full of all kinds of chemicals, because my Christmas was far more important than her ability to breathe later in life. So
yeah, it's. I mean that's a weird concept now in itself.
We could attach it to any other addictive thing.
Why didn't you do it in pubs with alcoholics?
Heroin vouchers. Yeah.
I've almost got enough cancer points for a toaster. At least something will be popping up this Christmas.
Oh yeah, I've got enough vouchers for my cremation.
Yeah.
That would have been a much better way of. Those were the days, James. Those were the days.
Yeah, indeed.
But I loved that. I really loved that little jaunt. I can't get rid of the knot in my stomach, because I just think. Yeah, really lovely stuff.
You're going to have to give YouTube a hammering.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm off to listen to the fascinating Aida. I think that'll be an adventure worth having.
Their rudest Christmas song ever, 2024. Fantastic. That's the version you want.
Okay, I think we've arrived at the end of our Christmas special.
We have, yeah. We're just pulling into the terminus just prior to
Mate.
Winding up.
May all your cracker gifts be Christmas tree cookie cutters. See, that to me is a triumph.
I don't think I'm going to encounter a cracker with gifts as miraculous as that one.
I know.
That was a big one you had as well.
Little. Yeah.
Wow, there's some girth they've got on it.
So a bit of Christmas tree cookie cutting will be happening at some point. Thanks for this, James. I've really had a lovely time.
Me too, and thanks back to yourself.
Thank you. So, what do we want from our eager listener?
We want the same as we always want.
Yeah.
And when we do get the comments, we'll want even more of them.
Yeah. I want tears. I want unrelenting reminiscing.
What tears for souvenirs?
Tears for souvenirs. Is that a song? Is that?
Yes, Christopher.
Oh yeah, we do songs, don't we? We talk about songs. That's what we do. I was wondering if is it a song or is it a band, because I've fallen for this before. Because a friend of mine when I was younger once said to me, "Do you like Brothers in Arms?" And I said, "What do they play?" And yeah, so,
that was your Dire Straits embarrassment, wasn't it?
That was my Dire Straits embarrassment. So
Tears for Souvenirs.
Yeah. A
huge hit in the 60s. I want to say 67, but I'm not sure. For Ken Dodd.
Ken Dodd.
Yeah.
What a voice. I mean,
yeah. I mean, he had two or three huge hits. I can't remember what the other well-known one was.
I'm charmed.
But yeah, he got really high up the charts.
As I'm thinking about it, Tears for Souvenirs is a really good name for a song, isn't it?
It would be a good name for a band as well.
Yeah. So enough of all that twaddle. I'm going to say I've been Chris Young, and happy Christmas, and thanks for listening, watching, and whatever else you do. And put some trousers on, guys.
No, I've been Jim Lang, and I'm going to say have a happy Christmas as well.
Okay, all right. Until the next time, bye for now.
Cheerio.